Hello everybody, my name is 711 and welcome to something new I'm trying for the first time. I decided to try out a monotype team against other monotypes. So here we have a Bisharp leading off with the Focus Sash, with Defiance as usual, standard moveset knockoff, Sucker Punch, Iron Head, and Swords Dance. Up second is a Sharpedo, Life Orb Speed Boost with Protect, Poison Jab, Crunch, and Waterfall. Third is my only special attacker is a Rock Polishing Weakness Policy Tyranitar. Next I have a Mega Sableye with Will-O-Wisp, Snarl, Calm Mind, and Recover. And then the last two Pokemon are mostly set up with Stealth Rock and Toxic Spikes, Crocodile, and Drapion. So I have 3 battles, and let's see how we do. Alright, so first off, we are encountering a mono dark type team. So that is pretty interesting. After having a couple of these battles, I didn't really come across too many dark types, but this was a very good battle anyway. So I decided to start off with a bulk up, thinking he may go for such shenanigans, but then I remembered that these things usually have taunt, and so we both knock off some leftovers as I'm getting hurt by a burn. I recovered, happens there. The taunt finally ends. I figured that he would go for another taunt, so I decided to just put up the Stealth Rock right there. An Iron Tail is not enough to take that out, but there goes the whatever you call that, skunk tank. There we go. So this Umbreon is setting up here, and I decide to go into my hardest hitting Pokemon, Bisharp, and there's a Confuse Ray, and I'm able to hit it with an Iron Head anyway, as the tank goes up for another another Curse. Iron Tail misses, and I'm just breaking out of confusion every time, which is extremely lucky. And I'm like, wow, Flamethrower? Oh wait, this has to be the Zoroark, right? It has to be the Zoroark. So I managed to live on 1, and the Poison Jab is just enough to take out the Zoroark with the poison. So I got pretty lucky there. And down goes Drapion. So I'm doing pretty well here, and I go for an Ancient Power with a critical hit. I don't think the critical hit mattered, and Iron Head's able to take out the Tyranitar. Finally, I bring out the Sableye, and he gets a critical hit as I go for a Will-O-Wisp. I accidentally did not have Prankster on this Sableye the first time. That was my mistake. That's why he went first whenever I missed the Will-O-Wisp. And so this is a digging one, which is extremely different. And this guy told me later that he is Choice Banded. So he goes for another dig. Digs really aren't that powerful. So I keep getting some boosts, and I'm able to stall out the burn long enough. And like I said before, my my own Bisharp has a Focus Sash anyway, just in case something went wrong. And so now I'm up against a fighting type team of, oh boy, let's see how close. But I have very low doubts of me being able to make it. So there's a burn. He forgot about Magic Bounce there, and I switch just to get an Intimidate off of anything, and I go for Stealth Rock, and the superpower destroys the Crocodile. And then I notice that there are no poison types on his team, so I start setting up Toxic Spikes, Luckily, a focus miss does its job, and I get the choice scarf knocked out, and focus blast lands. I get up my second layer of toxic spikes, another focus miss, and the poison jab is able to take out the Infernape. Next up we have their captain, the Breloom, and oddly enough the poison jab actually knocks it out. So wow, I may actually be able to do some work here. So I can't do anything about that flinch as the toxic damage starts racking up, and there goes the high jump kick to take out that Drapion. And so now I have a Mega Sableye on the field. Everything is getting toxic now, and I go for a Snarl. Snarl is the only move, my only offensive move. So actually this Terminator has Scrappy, and so I got pro played right there. And so that was really not good for me, and Tyranitar just didn't have much to offer in a mono fighting team. So I did send it in against something that was slower, so he was able to get off a Thunderbolt. And now Sharpedo is able to get a kill. And in hindsight here, I really should have taken a Fake Out in order to set up a Protect against a high jump kick. But, it just didn't work out. So in comes Chopper, the Medicham, and once again I Protect on the Fake Out whenever I really should have taken the Fake Out and then gone for Protect on an incoming high jump kick, because then Sharpedo would have lived. So down goes that, and all that's left is this Terrakion. Close combat takes me down to my Focus Sash. He lowers his defenses, and I nail him with an Iron Head. So my Dark type team beat a Fighting type team. Now granted, it wasn't the best Fighting type team, but I'm gonna take it. So in this team, there is a mono flying type team. Most of these teams are mono flying from from a couple of battles that I had. Will-O-Wisp misses again. I can't tell you how upset I am that Will-O-Wisp keeps missing. So in comes a Pidgeot, and I go for Recover. And so a Hurricane, that did 43% to me. So the best thing I could do is go for a Calm Mind and then get up back to get back to full health as quickly as I can, which is a little difficult because I keep hitting myself in Confusion. Now sure, I have really low attack, and my attack is lowered, so Confusion isn't hurting me a whole lot, but so this is a little bit of a stall here. I get confused again, and my Confusion ends pretty quickly, and I'm able to get off another Recover. This Hurricanes are all hitting because of this no guard ability, and I get another Recover off. Finally, they go for a U-turn as I go for, what, a Snarl? Yeah, a Snarl. So they decide to send in a physical attacker to hit me on the physical side. I go for a Will-O-Wisp, which will burn the Crobat, but I'm low enough health already that I'm not going to survive another Brave Bird. And down goes my Mega too early. And so I'm able to set up rocks, and in comes a Landorus. And so they go for a U-turn, which does crazy amounts of damage, absurd amounts of damage, and I go for a knockoff, and I go down to Rocky Helmet. In order to preserve the Focus Sash, I needed that Skarmory to go down immediately. Tyranitar was the only one that could do that. So that was extremely, extremely important to preserve the Focus Sash, and Tyranitar had enough speed to, outspeed and enough power. I don't know if that crit mattered, but that was extremely crucial. So surprisingly also that Crunch took out the Mantine. those rocks are here to stay because their defogger is gone. And now here is Mega Pidgeot, and he's sacking off this Mega Pidgeot so that Landorus could get a double Intimidate onto the Sharpedo, rendering it useless. And that is precisely why I switched out here into Drapion. So that U-turn does a fair amount of damage, and I need this Ice Fang to put in work here. The Sky Attack does a lot of damage, and I miss. That was very close to just no more score for me. But the Iron Head is able to do a lot, and I finish off the Hawlucha with Sucker Punch, and then with a boosted Sucker Punch from Defiant, I'm able to take out the Landorus as well. So good game. I hope that you all enjoyed this battle. Please be sure to leave any tips if you have any tips for me. And I'm kind of liking these monotype battles. So if you have any monotype suggestions, if you want to see a type to be used, like grass, fire, water, ghost, steel, anything like that, let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll see if I can come up with something good for next week. Alright, and please be sure to leave this video a like and subscribe for more. Peace.